a 10-second countdown, and then we'll get underway. All right, I will officially call the December 11, 2019 work session of the Town Board to order. I'll let the minutes reflect that all the board members are here. We have a number of staff, and we have a very large audience tonight, so welcome to everyone that is here for various reasons. All of our monthly reports are essentially updated, so nothing new to report on that at this point. We have no public hearings this evening. We do have two sets of guests, and our first guest...
Minutes?
Oh, sorry. Thank you very much. So I'm just excited and ready for you guys to make your presentation. I got ahead of my agenda. We do have the November 13th, 2019 minutes before us, and I would entertain a motion of approval for those minutes.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Are there any discussion on those minutes? Okay, seeing no discussion. Those in favor of approving those minutes, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that passes. The minutes are accepted. Thank you, Lisa. Now I will move on to our guest. We have a student presentation about community choice aggregation. We have a number of folks here from Bay Trail. I'm guessing all Bay Trail. I see my friend Marissa, who has been here and has spent time with our Energy and Environmental Advisory Committee. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll ask you to, whatever form, fashion that you like, either please come to the table or however you want to start. And it would be great to introduce yourselves so that we know who you are, and then you can get right into your presentation. So welcome.
Thank you. I think Rob's gonna... We'll introduce ourselves as we each...
That is perfect. That is perfect. And you can stand if you're more comfortable to do that. You can sit if you'd like to do that, whatever you're the most comfortable with.
Hi, I'm Anna Yato, a freshman at Penfield High School and a member of my school's environmental club. Over the past several decades, the Penfield town legislators have taken many steps to lessen our community's carbon footprint, and their efforts do not go unnoticed. During the 1980s, an energy management system was established. In the 1990s, a stormwater management plan was put into action. More recently, electronic recycling events, education of students at the town's elementary and middle schools, and solar-powered energy have come to the attention of our town. Just a few days ago, an article was published by Rochester First News applauding Penfield for their great reduction of energy costs for their residents through the use of their solar farm, which has 3,648 solar modules. The power generated by the solar farm has the potential to power around 120 homes yearly. On behalf of the Penfield High School Environmental Club, I express much gratitude for all that our legislators have accomplished in making our community more green and all that they will continue to do in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Caroline Cutter, and I am a freshman and part of the Environmental Club at Penfield High School. So, climate change. The Earth is dying already, and I'm only 14. I would like to one day hopefully raise kids and be a grandparent, but that will not happen if we do not take action and make the change to save our planet. I've been noticing many things since I was a little girl, mostly warmer summers and winters, or more intense storms. I am also a downhill skier, and I have noticed many new snowfall patterns, such as a ton of snow one year and little snow the next. I noticed extreme heat waves in the summer and big windstorms the next week. We don't have another planet for us to move to or for us to take refuge on. I don't want to have to tell my kids one day that we're all going to die of climate change if we even make it that long. I don't want to have to suffer with fossil fuels polluting my lungs, polluting our lungs, or polluting the lungs of our future generations. The Earth needs to last for much longer. My friends and I have been going to strikes and rallies for the climate because people need to see that this is something that I really care about and the community cares about it too. We are acting, but not fast enough. The climate crisis is real. My feelings about this are real. So we all need to make the change because I can't do this alone and we can't do this alone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dee Reichman. I'm a freshman at Penfield High School, And like my peers, I too see firsthand the devastating effects of climate change. And as a cross-country runner, I've noticed how the environment has changed in the last few years. When I first started running, our October races were a crisp 65 degrees. Remember that? Yeah, well, this past season, however, the beginning of October was 80 degrees, and by the end of the month, it was snowing. We even had a race nearly canceled because of the temperature exceeding the rules set by New York State. This changing weather isn't some coincidence. Most scientists agree that climate change is directly affecting our seasons in a major way. It has been cold when it isn't supposed to be, swelteringly hot at the wrong times, and record winds, rain, and snow have absolutely demolished local businesses, homes, and crops. This is not how the world was meant to be, and we all know that it will only get worse from here. This is a critical moment in our history, and it all starts with Penfield. If we can see changes this drastic in our small town, imagine the immense change we can see globally. This isn't some outside issue. This is an issue happening to us now. Even though the changes we are seeing in our town are small, they will soon pile up into one much bigger crisis. We can either act and prevent future harm to our precious environment from Harris Whalen Park to Ellison Sledding Hill, or we can table this negotiation further. The choice is yours, but we don't know what our future will look like if we don't take action now. Community choice aggregation is something we the people want. It's going to drive down energy costs across Penfield, keeping more money in the pockets of citizens. More money, less environmental destruction, and it's a win-win. By voting on this bill, you will be part of the movement to preserve our environment through cost-effective solutions, protecting Penfield for years to come. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Great job.
Good evening. My name is Marissa Zwick, and I'm a freshman at Penfield High School, and I'm also a member of the Penfield High School Environmental Club, Energy and Environmental Advisory Committee, Rochester Youth Climate Leaders, and I'm the liaison to Drawdown. The issues that could be reversed through using the community choice aggregation don't only affect us personally here in Penfield, but the whole state, nation, and even worldwide. Climate change is a global problem that's looming over everyone's head, yet the people of our world are continuing to pollute and ruin our Earth. The entire world's at risk of dying from climate change, with colder winters, hotter summers, and snow, rain, and storms much more intense and frequent than usual. On top of our changing climate, the CCA also addresses the cost of the fuel and the source of the fuel. Not only do fossil fuels add to global warming, but they're also a non-renewable resource and will run out soon at the rate that we're using them. Penfield, like many other local towns now, can be one of the trailblazers in the implementation of the CCA program and can pave the path for others to follow until this program is so widely spread that it can change the world. There are trillions of youth in this world, just like me, that are fighting for their right to change the way our globe is being run and to change our currently inevitable path to destruction. I thank you so much for your time and attention, and I know you'll make a wise decision.
Thank you. And Marissa, when did you get to be a freshman? It seems like I knew you back when you were a fourth grader just last year.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Anna Gutman, and I'm a freshman at Penfield High School. This world is beautiful, unique, and special. It has given us many gifts, and it gave life to us and the ones we love. We've done a lot to give back, but we could do more. The use of fossil fuels are harmful to us and our planet. There is only one Earth. One day we will pass this world down to our kids, and so on. Let's not let them take our burden and the burdens of the past. We can do so much more. For our present and the future, for the people we love and things we admire. We must take action. We must be our own heroes. Albert Einstein once said, "The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them and do nothing." This is why I think we should take action. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Quinlan Blatt, and I'm in 7th grade at the Bay Trail Middle School. All my life, I've been told by my parents that I can be whoever I want to be. This whole generation has been raised with that feeling of control and freedom. But with the increasingly alarming climate problems threatening our planet, these freedoms seem less and less real. Without a healthy climate, many of the dream jobs my friends wait for will be unreachable. My own dream of becoming an author will be impossible if our climate state continues to worsen. But I know that Penfield can change that. If we begin the turn towards a healthy climate now, we can save our Earth together. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming in.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Anna Sarasoletti, and I'm a sophomore at Penfield High School. I am also a member of the Penfield High School Environmental Club. Additionally, I'm a member of the Rochester Youth Climate Leaders, a climate action advocacy group and a coalition of Rochester area youth environmental organizations. I want to thank all of my fellow students who have spoken before me tonight, and specifically reference what Anna Yato spoke to at the beginning. As Anna mentioned, Penfield has already done so much in this field. We should be incredibly proud of what we've already accomplished with our solar fields and push towards renewable energy. Because I know we are capable of such changes, I urge you to pass the enabling law for community choice segregation. Tonight, we are advocating for implementing community choice segregation in Penfield. I understand that you know about community choice segregation. You know that community choice segregation is the practice of buying energy in bulk to supply clean and renewable energy to the entirety of a specific town. You know that all energy customers in the town are automatically participants, but with the option to opt out. You know that since the energy is bought in bulk, energy costs are driven down. Passing CCA has precedent in Brighton, Pittsford, Arundequoit, and the village of Pittsford. Their CCA plan has been approved and is in the works. In fact, the city of Rochester just passed the enabling legislation I urge you to pass tonight. CCA has to be the future in Penfield, Monroe County, and New York State. We've already heard multiple stories tonight of how the climate crisis is affecting students in their everyday lives. We need to protect our future. The clean energy that CCA will provide will secure my future and my children's future. It is your public duty as elected officials to listen to the voices of the people, especially that of the youth who cannot vote. We are the youth, and we are asking you to pass the enabling law for CCA. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Sadie Caraway, and I'm a sophomore at Penfield High School. And on behalf of all of the Environmental Club, and I'm sure everybody here, we just want to thank you all so much for your time and efforts. We appreciate all that you guys do for this community and hearing our voices in this matter. It is important to us because we are the youth of this community, and we want the best for our future as a whole community and for the future of generations to come. We hope that you consider the great potential of community choice segregation, as many other communities have benefited from this in the past. We have collected signatures from the members of our community that supports community choice segregation as a club in total. So we have these right here.
Great. And is this something we can keep?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that all copies go to all the town board members so they have them. So I'm going to ask our clerk to have copies made. And do you need the original back?
I'm sure actually it would be pretty nice if we just had one back, but
Okay.
it's not necessary.
We'll make sure that we get you the original.
Okay.
We'll get that copy for the board.
Okay, thank you so much. So thank you again for this opportunity and hearing our voices as a club, and I just want you all to have a great night. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome.
I'm Haley Warrant, and I'm a senior here at Penfield High School. Firstly, I'd just like to ask if you have any questions for us. Any questions I don't know I could direct towards my fellow environmental club members.
Okay. So I'll ask board any questions at this time? Okay. I'm going to talk about some next steps, but please continue with your presentation.
All right. Well, since there are no questions, we actually have some to ask you.
Okay.
When will the board be voting regarding the CCA decision, and when would that decision be made public?
So what I was going to say in my next comments about next steps is that the board actually asked our EEAC, our Energy and Environmental Advisory Committee, to do some legwork for us to kind of vet this out, and we've been doing that. We have drafted we do have a draft of the legislation, the enabling legislation. We have met with a number of different groups. Most recently, we will be meeting with Good Energy next week. Good Energy is a potential administrator of the program, and we believe that it's a group that we need to have some conversations with. And as was directed by the board, we'll be looking for the feedback back from our EEAC. I would anticipate that probably by the end of the first quarter, we'll have that information back. This board has taken the approach of making sure we've vetted everything out. I know the towns of Pittsford, Brighton, Rondequoit, and the village of Pittsford have just recently selected their administrators. So we have been learning from them and speaking with those supervisors as well, so that we don't reinvent the wheel on things. And we'll be looking to have the EEAC come back and do a presentation to this board probably by first quarter of 2020.
Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Any others? Is that any other? That's the okay. Great. So what I would encourage certainly is that Marissa does receive our communications as part of the EEAC overall. So that's an avenue to stay connected. We do publish our agendas online so that you know when we'll be talking about that. I would encourage any of you or your spokesperson to reach out to my office at any time for an update if you want to do that, or email. Email is a great way to do it. You can submit an email to me and I can respond back to that email, and then you can distribute it not only to your club, but also your other members as well. So I would encourage that as an avenue to do if you'd like to pursue that. Okay? Thank you. Great. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy around this topic. This is something that this town board has taken very seriously, as you described in your presentation. As we started to take a look at a number of things, we have tried to lead the way on many fronts with our solar programs. We do have 3 different solar programs that we've got in place today. Our biggest one down by DPW. We have and are getting ready to install our 4th electric car charging station in the Four Corners to do that. And again, working on the legislations for the CCA is another component of that. So again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your interest and energy around this topic.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
very good. Okay, we're going to continue on with our agenda. You're certainly welcome to stay, but I'm guessing there might be some homework and some other things. And the rest of the meeting may not be quite as exciting as what you presented to us. But again, you're welcome to stay. We'll give you an opportunity if you want to just take 30 seconds to slip out. We'll let you do that, and then we'll continue on with our agenda. Great job, guys.